Hi there, I'm Sumit Chaturvedi and you are watching Startup Central. If tech, startups, emerging businesses and new economy interests you, well then this is the show you should be watching to keep a track of developments in this space. We are telling the story of India's entrepreneurial ecosystem like no one else. So do share your thoughts with us about the show and what you would like to watch on the show at suc@etnow.tv. So all right then, let's get started on the show and let's talk about an interesting space. It is the space and sector of flying taxis. Well, flying taxis, most of them are electric in nature, and today we are joined by Catherine, who is the VP of APAC, and she's joining here from nowhere but Aero Show in Bangalore. She is the VP of APAC and Operations Head, Wisk Aero. Thank you for joining us. So first of all, we'd like to ask you what is on display there in Bangalore, where Asia's biggest aerospace extravaganza has kicked off.
So we're really excited to be here at Aero India, joining our Boeing colleagues. So what we're doing this week is engaging with stakeholders from across industry and other interested parties in India to hear about the user cases and the interest in advanced mobility and interest in really exciting conversations.
Well, you've come to India and there is an excitement over there in Bangalore. So I would like to know how India is how important is its market for you now?
Excellent. Yes, I can. So we see a huge amount of interest from across India for advanced mobility. People see the ability of these technologies to support transport across crowded cities, access to isolated areas, access to various islands. So there's a lot of opportunities for advanced mobility and for the Wisk and Boeing teams to provide support, which is really great to see, not only from the user case, but also from the regulator, from the infrastructure conversations, that people are really welcoming of this technology and of this opportunity.
So, Catherine, we would like to know about the products you have developed, the air taxis you have developed, 6th-gen air taxis which are being developed by you. Please tell us more about it.
Excellent. So Wisk has been around since 2010. And over that time, we've developed 5 generations of prototype air taxis, and we've flown in excess of 1,750 full-scale test flights. We're now working on our Generation 6 air taxi, which is the commercial passenger aircraft that we'll bring to market.
And Catherine, we keep on hearing about air taxis. We have seen them, we have seen prototypes, but how far are we from a place, a reality where air taxis will be a common sight in skies, especially the electric ones?
Absolutely. So we're working with the FAA in the US on the certification of our Gen 6 aircraft. So we see a lot of really great engagement from the FAA and other regulators. We do think we're going to see electric air taxis operating in India and around the world this decade, which is really exciting. And for Wisk, we're focusing on autonomous aircraft. So, towards the end of this decade, looking at bringing autonomous air taxis into market.
And give us a perspective on the potential of air taxis to change the future of flying, and how far are we from a place where when we see the electric flying taxis becoming a reality in skies?
So we think there'll be a future part of the integrated transport system. So what we're seeing as we meet with cities and with regulators is they're looking at the ways that advanced mobility can integrate with long-range air travel, with metros, with motorways, with other transport systems, so that the overall transport system can function effectively, can be accessible, can be sustainable. We think we're going to see them happening this decade. So we can already see a number of companies operating in this market and bringing platforms. Wisk is focusing on our autonomous Generation 6 air taxi, which carries 4 passengers. It's all electric, vertical takeoff and landing. And so we anticipate operating this aircraft by the end of the decade.
Well, you're in India now, and India has a thriving ecosystem when it comes to entrepreneurs and startups. So any potential partner India you're looking at?
So obviously we're backed by Boeing, and so we partner with Boeing in India and around the world. But we do think a partnership approach is really important for coming into India. So we're talking to a lot of interested parties about how they might want to be part of this journey or how we might collaborate both with industry and government.
And India aviation market, one of the fastest growing in the world. So what do you think about the aviation market in India in general? What is the growth potential over here? What's your thoughts over here?
Yeah, we think there is a huge opportunity for advanced mobility to support the future vision for India and for India's cities. And we can see a lot of commentary. The World Economic Forum last year released some reporting about the advantages of advanced mobility and how that can support India. We're seeing a lot of demand. So we do think this will be part of the landscape in the future.
Well, thank you, Catherine, for joining us from Aero India 2025, the largest air show in Asia currently going on. It's showing us big fighter jets, but future of technology, which you told us about or spoke to us about. So it's an interesting concept, which is going to see light of the day in the next few years. That's all today we have in Startup Central. Stay tuned to ET Now. Don't go anywhere.